are you all today? We're here to talk about promoting healthy eating and active living. As we all know, from time to time, we have not had good eating habits. With those not good eating habits has caused many, if not much, or the majority of our chronic diseases, such as diabetes, heart disease, as well as stroke. It's very important of all races to eat healthy due to the fact of the rising numbers of chronic diseases. We all know that we like to eat fried chicken, we like to eat fast foods, we all like to eat junk foods, but in the long run, those foods are not good for us. In addition, many of us, due to our schedules, due to our lifestyles, we do not have an active physical life, which we do not do enough exercising or just any type of physical recreational activities. Those two are good contributors to us having a healthy lifestyle. But again, as I stated before, since we do not do enough of those activities, a lot of those will contribute to our bad health habits. Also, another rising cause or another issue to our bad eating habits and non-active lifestyle is the rising number of obesity. Obesity is not just when we get older or from what people have told us from our parents or ancestors. The most concerning thing now is that obesity is now affecting our young children. You even have children that are born into obesity due to the mother might have type 2 diabetes. But we also, again, we have to be mindful of our eating habits and our physical activities. Many people, whether it's African American, white Americans, Hispanics, the rising numbers are from 18 and older. As you can see up here on the poster board, the dark colors show where most of our states are, mainly down in the South, due to the fact of how we eat. We like to eat a large numbers, again, of greasy and fast food. And as you can see with the dark red colors, these right here are showing the rising colors of heart disease, which are related to the death. And that's during the time of 2007 and 2009. And right now, that number has doubled. And again, we want to look at the physical activity. As you can see, the dark areas here that's represented, again, a lack of physical activities. We don't run, we don't do enough running, we don't do enough exercising, walking. Even now, again, as I stated, that is going back and affecting our children. Again, these are rising numbers, and if you can look at the adult ages, that's just from 35 and up, and these are by counties. The leisure activity, again, starts with our young ones, but we have to be mindful and try to set good examples on that. Like if you want to go to the grocery store, many of us need to practice to try to park far away. I know many of us, we like to park right at the door, in and out. But then again, at work, I'm practicing how to try to take the stairs more often than I do the elevator. So again, we got to try to practice how to get so many different physical activities in our daily life. If you can just take 20 minutes out of your day to do some type of physical activity, that percentage of heart disease or obesity will cut in half. So again, we have to try to practice just like we give God our first moments when we wake up. We can, after we give God His time, we can also give ourselves some time as far as working out and getting some type of physical activity. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be muscle man and lift up the heavy weights. Everything is all in moderation, even down to eating. We know some people, you know, the kids, oh, I don't like to eat my vegetables. I don't like to eat broccoli. It's all done in moderation. You don't have to stop cold turkey. But what you do is you start maybe eating a little bit more fruit. Maybe starting off with broccoli or mixed vegetables or a carrot. Then you will gradually, because studies say that we should have 5 counts of vegetables on a daily basis as well as fruits. Again, sometimes you want to cut back on the fried foods. Try baking or broiling or even smoking your food. Again, I know we like to have flavor. We like to have that seasoning, and many of us, we like to have that grease. But in the long run, it's not good for our bodies. What it does, it will clog up our arteries, which in the long run, again, will cause you to have heart attack or congestive heart failure or some sort of a heart disease. Then we know with diabetes, the diabetes is raising again in our children as young as 2 years old, having type 2 diabetes. Obesity, again, it's rising again. It starts with our children right now. It used to be where once you got a certain age, maybe in your late 40s or 50s, next thing you know, your health will start failing. However, we can always have longevity if we learn how to eat right and exercise and be mindful of our portions. Again, you can start off in moderations, but we all want to have a long and healthy life as well as a spiritual life. God cannot use us if we're not physically fit. How can we be an example to our Christian brothers and sisters when we're winded, when we're just trying to say a prayer, or if we're trying to just, do whatever in the name of the Lord? You got to be physically fit, and that also helps you mentally. Again, we have to be mindful of our human behavior as to how we do our activities as well as our eating. Again, we must be mindful of the intake of what we put in our bodies. Our bodies do not belong to us. Our bodies belong to God. So let's be mindful. Let's practice promoting healthy eating and an active lifestyle. Thank you.